welcome. My name is Sandra. My channel is called Sussex Sandra, and welcome. How are you all doing? Are you all doing all right? Yes, enjoying the last days of summer? I hope you are. It's been a rather busy, it's been a rather busy last couple of weeks for me, so that's why you haven't seen me for a while, but I'm kind of settled into a routine at the moment, so I'm hoping that I can sort of come back to you with some videos. My videos aren't going to be that regular, I'm afraid. They're going to be more I would say my videos will be recorded more in early evenings, and maybe some first thing in the morning, and maybe no more than 2, possibly 3 videos a week. So that, I think, is how it's going to work for me sort of going forward until I have proper sort of settled into a proper routine. But things are sort of up in the air a little bit at the moment, so I just need to get used to how things are going at the moment. But anyway, so I hope you're all doing all right, and I hope you have got a drink with you, because I today am going to do, I'm going to do my best to declutter my eyeshadow palettes. I have been talking about decluttering my eyeshadow palettes for a long while, definitely a few months, if not longer. It's something I have just been dreading to do, because I know how hard it is for me to say goodbye to things, especially if it's something that I'm fond of, or I have some sentimental thoughts about. But I'm going to try and be as ruthless as I can today, because I literally do not need all the eyeshadow palettes I have. So you will have seen, you're going to see now all of the palettes I've got sort of downstairs. I've bought some of the ones I've got from upstairs, downstairs as well, so I've got those in front of me, and I'm going to try and just get rid of a few. So wish me luck, guys. I'm going to do my best. So are we ready? Let's go. So the first palette I'm going to bring up here, actually, I should say, a lot of my eyeshadow palettes I have received from BoxyCharm and then Ipsy over the last, sort of 5 years, I would say, 4 or 5 years. There might be a few here that I may have got from UK beauty boxes, but it's not going to be many, because I think most of those ones I may have got rid of already, because they tend not to be that great. So I would say most of these eyeshadow palettes I would have got from sort of BoxyCharm or Ipsy, and there might be a few that I have just purchased independently. So maybe some from QVC, I may have bought some from ASOS or Beauty Bay, something like that. But I'd say most of these from BoxyCharm and Ipsy. So let's start. So this one is from Huda Beauty. Look, I starting off strong with a big brand here. So we've got Huda Beauty, and I think this is she did a whole series of sort of 9 shadow palettes, and this is one of them I have got, and this one was called Lilac Pastels. So if you remember, she did quite a few in sort of different colours. So there was like blues, and there was greens, there was browns, and this was like the lilac one. I've hardly used it. I know I'm not going to be really reaching for this. I mean, it's pretty and all of that, and I like the idea of having it, but if I'm honest, I'm not going to be using this. It's not something I'm going to reach for. I don't even know how long I've had it, but I know I've had it for a while, for a good couple of years at least. So because I know I'm not going to be using it, it's going. So yay, good start. I'm getting rid of the first thing I'm picking up. It's not going to all be that easy. I just know it's not. Right. We've got one here from Il Maquillage. Now, Il Maquillage, this is an expensive brand. Their eyeshadow palettes, they've got these Big Boss series of eyeshadow palettes. I don't know if all of the palettes by Il Maquillage come under the Big Boss sort of series, but a lot of them did. And again, a lot of these I received, I would say, from Ipsy rather than BoxyCharm. So definitely over the last 2-3 years. The formulas are beautiful. They are really good formulas. So whatever this is, chances are I'm probably going to keep it. So the packaging is excellent. It's substantial. The only problem is that because it's got the mirrored effect, you get fingerprints all over the damn thing. So let me open up this one. Okay, yeah, this is one I'm definitely going to keep. So this is the one with sort of more purples in there. Yeah, I'm keeping that one. This is a, yeah, I'm keeping that one. Where am I gonna? Oh, my desk is full. I'm just trying to work out where I'm gonna put the things I'm keeping. I didn't think that one through. I need to have an area here where I can put the things I'm going to keep. I'll work it out. Right. Here's another. Gosh, here's another Huda Beauty one here. God, I know this is going to be a difficult one for me to get rid of. I think I'm going to need a pile of things well, the things I'm definitely getting rid of, they can go in the waste bag down here. Then I'm possibly going to need a pile of, I might need to think about this one a bit more, and ones I'm definitely keeping. And I've got a feeling this is going to come into the, I need to think about. So this is another Huda Beauty one. So I had a section up here on my shelves here of like the smaller palettes. So this is one of them. And I know, because I like warm colours, gosh, I can't see me getting rid of that. This is fall, this is autumn, and we're coming into that season now. And I can see me putting this on in the next couple of weeks. Alright, no, keeping that. Ooh, alright. Here's another one. Here's another Huda Beauty one here. Oh dear. Again, more warm colours, and I like warm colours. And I like these colours too. Oh my gosh. This one was, what was this one called? This one was Ruby Obsessions. The one previously, well, I think it was Bronze. No, this one was Topaz Obsessions. And this one is Ruby Obsessions. I can't get rid of that either. Oh God, this is not good, is it, guys? This is not good. Alright, okay, here we got here. This one is from NYX. Oh, I think I like this palette as well. So this one is from NYX. And I like this one because of all the shades again. These are all warm colours in your element, earth. This is an old palette actually, and I have dipped into it a couple of times. Maybe not this year, but I know I have dipped into it in recent times. Oh dear, I'm already excusing it. See, these are good colours. Ah, these are good colours. Oh. Oh God, I'm weakening already. This is not good, guys. Help me out here. Yeah, there's some colours here I really like. I like that colour. I like these greens. I've got a thing about greens, and I've got a green palette coming up. Oh Lord, right. I'm gonna put that over here as to think about. Oh, flipping it, guys. I knew this would happen. Right. This is a palette, right, it's from Douglas, so I know I received this from Dutch Monique, sort of another YouTuber who is in Netherlands. So she sent this to me, and it's probably a gift. Oh gosh, right. Oh, right, so it's Palm Springs. It seems to be Douglas brand eyeshadow palette. It's a limited edition. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh gosh. I can't get rid of this. So this is where I like the shades, and then we've got the sentiment value in it. I can't get rid of that. No, I'm not getting rid of that, so keeping that. I need to start getting rid of stuff. This is not good, right? Okay, but I'm definitely keeping that. We've got one here. I know I've hardly touched this, so I'm pretty certain I'm throwing this one away. This is from Ciate London, and it is Royal Edition. Again, would have got this from BoxyCharm or Ipsy. We do get a lot of products from Ciate London, Iconic London. What's the other one? They're all called something London. Ciate London, Iconic London, and there's another one I can't think of who. But let's have a look at this. Have I even touched this? It doesn't even look like I've touched it, have I? To be honest, I don't even think I've touched this. I'm just having a look at the shadows to see if they've got any imprints or brush strokes. This looks totally untouched. Look at that. I don't want it. Alright, I am... Okay, if anybody is interested in buying this off me, let me know. I'll sell it to you for a reasonable price. But yeah, I don't even think I've touched that. It looks totally untouched to me. yeah, I'll put this one on. If anybody wants it, just drop me a line. Yeah, just drop me a line on Instagram. Just message me saying like you want this palette, which is the Seattle London Royal Edition. Shall we say, I'm just thinking, because I've got to think about postage, especially if UK and Europe only, because it's just postage. So if you're interested in this, I'll say £10 and I'll pay the postage and stuff. So £10 for this, would that be all right? Yep. Yeah, get rid of that. I haven't touched it. Gosh. Right. Right, so I need a pile for once I'm selling here. Oh Lord, I'm not making things easy for myself here, am I, today? Right, this is one, oh, this is a Beauty Bay one. So, yeah, Beauty Bay, and this is a bright palette. I can't even remember this. Let's have a look. Oh, lots of bright colours. Yeah, I have used this one, so yeah, lots of bright colours there. I mean, I haven't reached for it. I've definitely used it because I can see some of the brush strokes in there, so I have used it. And there are some good colours in there. I mean, you've got all the greens there, you've got all the shades there. The only thing is like in the browns, they haven't gone sort of brown to black. They haven't gone really deep with a nice dark brown, and I think that could have saved this palette if there was a nice dark brown there, which I could use, because I always like to have a dark colour for depth in my eyeshadows. So because of that, I think I'm getting rid of this one as well. Yeah, it has been used because I can see where I have touched some of them, but you can see totally lightly used. So yeah, there you go. That is going, and I haven't even got the outer packaging. I'm sure it would have come with an outer packaging, so that one there. Right, we've got another Iconic London here. This one looks like it's been through the wars. So it's another Iconic London, and again would have got this from Ipsy or BoxyCharm. I think this is one of the first BoxyCharm ones I've received, and this has been used. I have used this one quite a bit, but I am going to get rid. I don't really have much time for these large palettes anymore, if I'm honest. But yeah, good colours, but I am going to get rid of it. But at least I can say that I have used it. Heavily used the dark brown one in this one. So there's the dark brown one. I used that quite heavily. It's got a big dent in it. But getting rid of that. So, oh, I feel happy. Starting to get rid of things again. Right, we've got an ABH one here. So I remember BoxyCharm did they did a takeover box when we had, yeah, it was just a takeover box. So the BoxyCharm Premium, I think it was, and in the Premium box you would get 5 or 6, I think it was like 6 items you would get full size, and in the BoxyCharm takeovers it will be just one brand, so it will be 6 products from one brand. And I'm sure this one, or it could have been a purple one, but I'm sure I'll get to that at some point, was featured in that takeover. So this was like the orange one, and this is from Norvina. So Norvina is Anastasia's daughter, and she's kind of being blamed for kind of ruining the brand a bit. Okay, right, lots of colours in there, lots of deep oranges and colours in there. Again, this is attractive. There's colours in here that I would use, but you can see I've hardly reached for it. There are some good colours in here though, I must admit. But am I going to use this? It's a good quality mirror as well. See, I'm starting to doubt myself again now. Right, I'm going to put this one to the side because I know the formula is good and there are some good colours in here. I have used it, but not used it a lot because I tend to use the palettes that I've just received recently. But I'm going to put this one to the side as one to think about. Right, this next palette I know I am keeping because this has been very, very, very handy. So this is one from Dominique Cosmetics. Let's show you the packaging. This is Dominique Cosmetics. Again, this was received Ipsy BoxyCharm. It was during that period. I think it was sort of like a, it could have been end of BoxyCharm or the beginning of the Ipsy theme takeover period. So this is from Dominique Cosmetics, and it was called the Transition Palette. And basically with this palette, this provides all mattes, and it provides perfect bases to provide transitions. So sometimes you'll see me complain about a palette not having a transition shade. If it hasn't got a transition shade, then I'll go to this palette and it will provide perfect transition for me. I haven't put on any eyeshadow today because my face is a bit oily because I've had a full day, but it's never too late to put on a little bit. I mean, you can see when I've been wearing my makeup a long time, because I put on, what did I put on? It was a one size, is it one size? Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was one size. So it was Patrick Star one size versatile foundation, the powder one. And as my oils come through, my face gets darker. So it was matching down here, but as the days got on and I've got oilier, yeah, I look darker. It's just one of those things. So just to show how I've used this in the past, I'm just going to say use this colour. I mean, all of these colours here I could use as transitions. It's such a good palette, and you just use it. So like the colour I'm using here, I'm just using it as a base, and I'm just going to cover all of my eyes with it. It's cool. And I'm just going to use the next shade, because I think I might, now that I've started, I might just apply some colours on my eyes as I go through this decluttering process. I didn't put any eye colour on today, just my brows and mascara. Okay, alright, so that's cool. But yeah, this is the palette I'm definitely keeping. It's just so useful. It's one of my most used palettes, I must admit. Because not every palette I've got has a good transition shade, and that's always available. It's always at hand. Right, I've got another Iconic London one here. What's this one? This was a more recent one. This one, ooh, I was saying I received this either beginning of this year or end of last year. So it's the Iconic London Booming and Gleaming Eyeshadow Palette. Definitely from Ipsy. Is that one? Okay, lots of neutral shades here. So it's a nice palette and some good colours in there. And this colour I obviously used a hell of a lot, because that's the one that's kind of most indented. I'm going to put some of that on now, but I don't think I'm keeping this palette. Yeah, I'm not keeping this one, but I will put this on now. Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice payoff. So the formula is good. And what I've noticed with Iconic London, and I think I got into a short sort of little conversation with somebody in one of my videos who was talking about Iconic London. Normally the Iconic London palettes are made in Italy, but with BoxyCharm, Ipsy, they get their products mass produced, because obviously they've got to produce a whole load in China, so it's made in China for Iconic London. So that's not great, and this palette was made in China, but I know I've got another one which was actually made in Italy, but this one was made in China. But I am getting rid of this one because I don't need it. Just out of interest, I want to know if the other one was made in Italy or China. Yeah, that one was made in China as well. So those last two were made in China. Right, we've got another Il Maquillage one here. Chances are I'm keeping this. Again, same sort of packaging. This one was the Colour Boss Squad, so this one would have been the neutral browns. Oh, is this the same colour as the other one? Ooh, let's have a look. If it's the same, then I don't need two, do I? Oh no, they're different. Right, there you go. Now, I'm just wondering how often I would actually wear those colours. As pretty as it is and as lovely as the quality is, how often am I going to wear those colours? I don't think I'd wear them that often. It's actually a really good neutral everyday palette, and I know the quality is so good. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Don't judge me, I'm keeping it. Right. Oh, I remember this palette. I remember when I got this palette. So this one is from Persona and it was called Identity 2. And I remember when I got this and I opened it and the bloody palette, one of the shadows fell onto the floor on my carpet in here. I remember because it was a nightmare to shampoo and clean. Yeah, there you go. So that green, because you know I've got this thing about greens. Yeah, it just fell on the floor. I was so upset. So because of that, I really didn't use this palette. So in the bin it goes. Right, this looks like a violet Voss. It's a tiny little thing. Oh no, it's Viseart. Viseart is like the professional makeup brand. So Viseart is like the makeup professionals brand. Really pigmented, quality eyeshadow palettes. They're little but mighty. If you want quality products, this is the brand to go for. And this was like a tiny little thing, but well loved, as you can see. These are colours that I will continue to use, so I am keeping that because this is something that I've carried around with me sometimes. I've kept it in my handbag just to top up my makeup during the day, especially if I know I'm having a long day, so I've carried that around with me. So that is a very useful palette. Right, this one is, oh, I feel like this was beginning of this year or last year. This is Wonder Beauty. This is very much a BoxyCharm Ipsy favourite brand, Wonder Beauty. I don't actually get that many products from them in my choices, because if you remember, BoxyCharm and Ipsy, they have beauty profiles, and with the products that this brand produces, it's very much geared towards fair, light, medium tone skin tones, not so much for dark and deep skin tones. So I don't get that many products from them, which no, I don't mind. It is a very popular brand. Very, very popular brand. People do love their formulas and stuff. Yep, very much neutral. It is a palette I have used, so you can see I've used it, but I'm not going to keep this one. Nice colours for spring. And this is a kind of palette that would be really popular for people who hasn't got much makeup, but do like to wear a bit of makeup, you know, so every day, or if they're going to work or whatever. And this is just one of those palettes that will be really good to just give her a really nice look, enhance your looks, that sort of thing. But I'm not keeping this. It's alright. Don't need that one. Alright, this palette I know I'm keeping. Coming up next, it's another Huda Beauty. Just realised I did get quite a lot of Huda Beauty, didn't I? From BoxyCharm and Ipsy. This was a beauty boost, I would say late last year, and I was so pleased when I got it. So this is Huda Beauty, and it was new when they put it in the beauty boost. It was actually a fairly new launch, as in it came out like maybe a couple of months beforehand. So it's the Empowered palette. And I just love the colours. The colours are just statements, absolute statements. Looked great, have used it. It's brilliant, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put some of this on now. I am going to put on... So I like this. I like sort of dipping into all these different palettes. I'm going to put on just this colour down here. See it with the marble? I'm going to put that one on. But yeah, definitely keeping this palette. I'm sitting here and I'm feeling a bit guilty because I didn't make dinner today. I just basically said, look, I'm tired. Come home, I'm tired. I haven't made dinner. Are you right to fix this or something? And my daughter said, yeah. But I feel guilty because I always fix dinner. But again, we're getting into new routines here, so, you know. But yeah, I'm keeping that palette. Right, this is one received recently, in the last couple of months. This is from Laura Geller. Yeah, I've actually quite liked this palette. It's Laura Geller, and it's called what's it called? Seasonless Staples. It's a really nice palette actually, and I think I got 2 of these possibly. I don't know if it's this I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty certain I got 2 of these, and one of these is going to be in my giveaway. But these are nice colours. It's got the oranges and stuff. Decent formula as well. So I know I've got some oranges here, so I need to bear that in mind when I think about oranges, because I've got this one here. So actually, based on that, because I've got this palette, I am going to throw away the Norvina orange palette I've got here, because I've got a few palettes with some orange colours in there. So seeing that, I'm going to throw this one away. It's heavy. Ooh, that felt good getting rid of that one, because that's a significant one. Right, I'm just going to go and get some more palettes. Wait 1 second. Right, I've got a new pile in front of me. Let's continue. This one I don't even remember, but it's from Tarte. So Tarte, again, good formulas with their eyeshadow palettes. Do tend to be quite neutral, so chances are I probably won't keep this one, but let me open it and see. This one was called Reach for the Clouds. Again, pretty certain I got this from BoxyCharm Ipsy. Yeah, I'm definitely not keeping that. Don't even think I've even touched it, to be honest. This might, I mean, going by that, I've got a feeling this might have come in a collection, because I ain't using this. So that's an easy one. In the rubbish it goes. Right, okay, Ditto. I remember we used to get Ditto quite a bit from BoxyCharm, I want to say. So this is a brand, fairly well known brand. Don't know if they still exist, 'cause so many brands have fallen apart in the last couple of years. So Ditto Venus palette, and it's a limited edition. I think I was disappointed because you got all of this planetary stuff. I'm trying to remember, and I think I was quite disappointed. Oh, right, yes. Show this to you. Right, this is what it looks like. So yeah, really interesting, isn't it? Really interesting. But I think I wasn't that impressed with the colours and the payoff. I know it was something about it, and I just wasn't like, I was just disappointed. Yeah, this is not for me. Let's try this one here. Yep, throwing that one away. It's just underwhelming for me, it really is. But it's interesting design and all of that, but yeah, not for me. Right, what we got here? This is one from Elf. I think I did an Elf purchase where I bought a few things, and I decided to get this palette. And just looking at it, I know it doesn't interest me at all. It's not setting my stomach alight. No butterflies. So this one is going. Have I even used it? I must have used it. Yeah, I lightly used it. Again, it's the dark brown colour I used. Yeah, dark brown colour. I can see I would have used that, but no, hardly used. So rubbish that goes too. Now this one, gosh, I remember I bought this one. I bought this one separately. God, it's dusty. It's been sitting there a long time. So there used to be, again, I don't know. She's still probably on YouTube, but there. Especially at the high time of beauty influencers on YouTube, there were two sort of women of colour who I used to really follow. Jackie Aina was, no, it's three. Jackie Aina was my number one. She was the one I absolutely followed all the way through. Shayla was another one. She was a lighter skin tone, so more like my daughter's skin tone, maybe a little bit darker than my daughter. And then Elisa Ashley. They were the three who I really followed. And she did a collaboration with Colourpop, and she came out with this palette, and I went ahead and purchased it. So let's open this up. This is so dusty. Gosh, it's embarrassing. Right, so that's what it looks like, the packaging, without dust. And these are good colours. These are good colours. Haven't reached for it. I wonder how they're performing now, because it's Colourpop, and I know with Colourpop their stuff dries out and it stops giving payoff after a while. So I'm just going to see what this is like now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be performing as well. Not too bad. Let's try the green. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm glad I had it. And I did use it heavily at the time, but I haven't reached for it yet. So I'm going to throw that one away, because I've got colours like this already. Right, again, me being influenced by YouTube. So there is another YouTuber and she does true crime, and she was the first true crime person I followed. Now I just watch a hell of a lot of true crime. I watch more true crime now than I do beauty, I must admit. True crime, the things I'm watching now on YouTube a lot are sort of the BoxyCharm icon boxes, glam bags. I do all of those unboxings. I watch those still, but I watch true crime a hell of a lot, and I'm watching a lot of the legal stuff going on with the presidential race in America. I'm absolutely invested in that, so invested in that, because the right person has to win, and it ain't the Orange Menace, I can tell you that now. But that's me going political, and I shouldn't say that because there might be people here who are watching who are big followers of Donald Trump. But I'm thinking global peace and economy. I'm thinking global peace here. But anyway, Bailey Saria. So she did a collaboration with Estate Cosmetics. She came out with this palette. Haven't really used it. Nice large pans as well. Let me see what the formulas are like. Okay, this is sort of a creamy powder. Oh, still quite pigmented. So we've got the oranges there. Let's try this colour down here. Okay, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that one. Because it's Bailey. I like Bailey. But those are colours I would wear. So I'm getting lots of similar colours here, but I am, which means I need to be more ruthless going forward. So, what's this one? This one is the Queen. I don't know if that's the brand. No, the brand is Eloise, I think. Eloise Cosmetics. The palette is the Queen. A Queen Lies in All of Us. But I think the brand is Eloise Cosmetics. So again, BoxyCharm, Ipsy. I would say BoxyCharm. Let's have a look at this one. I don't even remember it. Okay, it's very pretty. Very pretty. Not keeping it, but it's very pretty. Yeah, nice. But yeah, I'm throwing it away. Together. Oh, this is nice. So this is from, what's the brand here? This is Dominic. Is it Dominic Cosmetics again? It looks like it. Yes, this is Dominic Cosmetics again. So the same brand that made the Transition palette. And this palette is called Celestial Thunder. Look, this is really dusty. I should bring a bloody cloth. Let me... There's some serious dust dropping on some of these things. It's not good, is it? Okay, there we go. That looks a bit better. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. What's the chances of me wearing this stuff? I don't know. Let me let's do some swatches. Let's see. It looks hardly, doesn't look like I've hardly touched it. I have, but it looks very lightly used. But the colours are lovely. I think what it is that my taste in colours has definitely changed over the years. So palettes I would reach for before. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not reaching for so much now. I'm just going to go for this colour, see what that's like. Yeah, I'm liking these colours. And the formula is good. Right, keeping that. Keeping that. Right, you go over there. Okay, this one's going to be a bit of a controversial. This is another YouTuber who I used to really follow a lot. This is Raw Beauty Christie. She did a collaboration with Colourpop as well. No, Pure. This is Pure Cosmetics. I used to really like Raw Beauty Christie. She was so creative and so funny. She's got kind of like dry wit. Just used to really like her. But she's just gone, yeah, she's not right in the head. She's got a little bit weird over the last year or so. She had a little baby, which was like a big thing for her because she's been trying to have a child for a long time. She lost weight, changed her diet, did all sorts of things, and she finally fell pregnant, and she had a little baby boy. But since then, it's like I don't know, she's just come up with some really strange views, and some of the views she's trying to almost sell to people listening, and it's not yeah, it's not down my, basically I can't listen to her, it's just too much. And she doesn't do so much beauty anymore either. It's all about her homestead farming. It's almost cultish, but I don't know, that's what's coming across to me. But what was good about this palette was that it had this shade, just kind of like all the warm shades. You can see I used it quite heavily. And then if you turn it round, was it this palette? Yeah. Then you got the bright side, so it was two-sided. It was a nice palette. And she had a collection, so in the collection there was some eyelashes as well, which I really liked. I like Pure Cosmetics as a brand. Their formulas and their products are always top notch. So if I just forget about the Raw Beauty Christie part of it, I like the eyeshadow palette. So, or palettes, because there's two in there. As you can see, two lots of colours in there. I'm keeping this. And you know what? I think I'm almost covered in all of the colours that I could possibly want. So I think I can start being a little bit more ruthless now, because I think I've got most of my major colours covered. But we got another Violet Voss one here, and I remember I kind of hunted high and low to get this, and I finally got it in a BoxyCharm or Ipsy, because again, my green, you know, my green obsession. So this is Olive Your Forever. And this one wasn't even all that much, wasn't even that green. It was a bit underwhelming when I finally got it. I'm glad I got it. Formula's fine, but yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with it really. So yeah, I'm getting rid of that one. I mean, the browns was good, the blacks were good, all the colours were okay. It was just, I don't know why, I think I was a little bit disappointed, so I am throwing that one away. See, I showed some strength there. Right, this is a brand I haven't really seen since, I don't think. Chantilly Cosmetics. I recognise the name, but yeah. Was it Sun's Out, Burns Out? I got a feeling I got this one from a UK beauty box subscription, which I would have signed up for. I'm pretty certain of it. So from time to time we get sort of black women who decide to create beauty box subscriptions, which brilliant, love it. And when they come out, I do generally support them. And this is one, I don't know which box this was, because unfortunately, you know, after a while they stop. They sort of keep going for maybe like say 6 months, and then they sort of fade out, which is so disappointing when they do. So this was one brand. I don't know which box this came from. This is a palette that was in it, and it was fun, nice warm colours and so forth, but I'm not keeping it. And I remember I didn't think the formula was that great with this. I do remember this little card thing in there. I mean, it was cute, it was very cute, but yeah, I'm not keeping that. I wish I can remember what the box was, what it was called. There were so many boxes I had. There was COSBox, there was Itoju box, there was, oh my gosh, Odyssey box was more of a hair box, and that was a good box. I missed that one so much. There was a few. There was Queen box at one point. And I think Queen box I kind of fell out with. Discovery box I definitely sort of stopped with, because I was really pissed off how they treated me. They used me as a stepping stone, and then when they could latch on to sort of white beauty YouTubers, they just dropped me and went with them, and I wasn't having any of that. And I hate it when brands do that. They use the black YouTubers or black customers to help launch them, and then when they've got that, they jump to the white YouTubers, because they know the white YouTubers tend to have a bigger audience, and they jump to that, which I know it's a business sense, but don't use your black people to do that. It's not nice. It leaves a really bad taste in people's mouths. So yeah, that box can go away with. This was another collaboration from another YouTuber. This is Tammy. I haven't really followed Tammy in ages actually. So Tammy does a lot of collaborations with Revolution. I haven't watched any of her videos in ages, to be honest. But yeah, she did this collaboration with Revolution Beauty, and I bought a couple of things from her. Oh, this isn't even an eyeshadow, but it's in my eyeshadow collection. This was like a contour collection. She had 3 contour sets, and this was the deepest one, which is what I got. So you got a blush, you got a highlighter, and then you got 2 colours you could use for contouring. Am I going to keep this? It's not eyeshadow, but I always love an orange blush. Always love an orange blush. Yeah. What was this bronzer like? I can't remember what the bronzer was like. Was it cool? Yeah, it's very cool and grey. So that's more of a contour. Yeah, okay, so that was a contour, that was a bronze. I'm going to keep that actually. It's got its use, it's got its purpose. So we'll keep that. Then this is, oh, what is this one? This is from, I have no idea. From, what's the brand? M Cosmetics Divine Skies Eyeshadow Palette. I don't ever remember this. Most of the things I can sort of remember, but this I don't at all. So it makes me think, have I even used it? Oh, now that I'm seeing the shape, I'm remembering it. This came from Ipsy BoxyCharm. In the bin it goes. There's nothing to say about that. In the bin it goes. Right. Okay, another Tarte one. So this will be another sort of neutrally palette. So let's have a look at that. Yeah. Right. Throw that away. Right. Oh, this was received quite recently. I'd say this year. And I think it came in a glam bag, so it will be of a lower quality, not so much a big brand quality. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. I'm hungry now. Yeah, it's just a little palette like that. It was like a face palette, so you could use it for eyeshadows and face. I'm pretty certain I got 2, so I put one in a giveaway. So, but yeah, throw that one away. Ah, this is from Beauty Bakeries. So the brand of that, she's decided that she's not doing beauty products anymore, and she's given up her thing. She's found God, basically, which again, no issues with that at all. So she's focusing her stuff on her YouTube now for doing that, and not so much beauty. I just got a feeling she's going to regret that, because I think she could have done the two could have worked together, but she decided no, to focus 100% on her relationship with God. But yeah, that's a palette I'm not using, so I'm going to throw that away. Oh yes, Tarte. So we're going to some old stuff here. I mean, some of this stuff is old. So this is Tarte's Pro Remix. Substantial quality palette, really made, and this was like the bright version of the Tarte's Pro palette, which was probably one of my first eyeshadow palettes. So it's like that. I've hardly used this. As pretty as it is, and as much as I paid for it, I'm not using it, and I know I'm not reaching for it. So it saddens me to say that I am going to throw this one away, because I'm not reaching for it, so gotta remove this. And it's got that still got that vanilla scent which Tarte palettes have. So I just need to grab a drink. Okay, this is the original Tarte palette. Well loved, well used. I don't know if this is the original one, because I did get 2, and one I bought one originally, so when this first came out, and the other one I think I might have sold. Or gave it away. Yeah, this is my original one. Well loved, properly well loved. This is one of my first palettes I ever purchased. Look at that. Yeah, when someone says they've gone to Pam, girl, I went to Pam. Look, there's 3 shades there I've gone to Pam with. I don't want to throw this one away because it's sentimental. I'm probably not going to reach for it anymore because the stuff is really old, but I'm keeping it because of sentiment, and I'll admit that's pure sentiment. Right, I don't know how long I've been going for. I've still got loads to go through. I've still got loads. I've still got a whole shelf load there to go through. So let me just do these, and then I might need to do a part 2, because the guilt at the moment is killing me regarding dinner, and my stomach's rumbling. Okay, Right, I've got another big pile in front of me, so this is my third big pile I'm going through here. But I think I've got rid of like near enough a shelf load of stuff already. So we've got another little palette here, so chances are I'm probably going to throw this one away. It's from the brand Coloured Rain, and I was informed the other day, because I think I was asking about this brand. They do still exist. So this palette is called the Vineyard Soiree eyeshadow palette. Yep, definitely throwing that away. Cool shades aren't me, not at all. Okay, oh Lord, God. My pal's a little bit too big, so just dropping stuff here. Right, we've got Living in Colour. I thought it was Living Colour because there used to be a TV show in America, States. I've only seen it on, oh gosh, how did I see it? I think I saw it on YouTube because it wasn't available over here. But this is like back when J-Lo was young, Jennifer Lopez was young, Jim Carrey was in it, one of the Wayans brothers, he was one who created it, Jamie Foxx was in it. There were so many famous people who were like big now. They kind of started off during Living Colour, and they used to just do sketches and stuff, and some of the sketches they did, there's no way they would be allowed to be shown now because everyone is so much more sensitive and kind of lost their sense of humour. But yeah, it was, they used to take the rip out of people. They just didn't care. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, they didn't care. But again, since that time, all these people have passed. But yeah, so it was very much a bright palette. Kind of cheap. I don't know who this was in collaboration with. I don't know what the brand is behind it. I can't see. But yeah, I'm throwing it away. Hank and Henry. Hank and Henry. I've heard that before, haven't I? Hank and Henry. I'm sure I've heard of that brand before. But yeah, I'm throwing this away. Definitely not going to be used. Oh right, this is another one from Douglas, so I would have received this from Dominique again. If you see Douglas, you know I received it from Monique. Okay, this is nice. It's cute. What's this? How often am I going to wear this? I don't even think I've... Does it even look like a palette I've touched that much, to be honest? I'm not even sure if I've even used this, to be honest. I think it's because the colours are a little bit light, and they're not going to do much for me, and there isn't a strong colour in there to provide that depth. Don't think I'm keeping this one. Sorry Monique, but I don't think I'm keeping this one. I think I've used these two colours at some point. It looks like I have, but yeah, maybe once or twice I've used it. I might ask my daughter to see if she wants it, so I'll put that over there. I've got two in my not sure pile. I'll ask my daughter if she wants that one. Right, this looks like, oh, this looks like some cheap ass palette I would have received from either a glam bag or a UK box. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible. What's this? Forgive me. Oh, this is horrible. Throw that away. Not even worth discussing. This looks like another, this is from Beauty Vault, so this definitely came in an Ipsy glam bag. I don't want this. £4. No, don't want that. Throw that away. This is Violet Voss. Let's have a look. Don't know what it's just called Violet Voss. V. I think it's just called V. Let's have a look. Nice colours. Nice colours. But I am going to throw it away because I've got some oranges, I've got lots of rose gold colours, so throwing that away. Oh, this is House. This is Lady Gaga. So when she first launched her makeup brand, she did it through Amazon, which was probably a bit of a mistake. And I know a lot of people didn't like it. But if I ignore the whole Amazon side of it, I love the product. Sorry, I loved her products. I loved the quality. I liked the lipsticks I was getting. Basically, the things I picked up from House Labs, I really enjoyed, but it was pricey and it was available on Amazon, which is just such a weird thing for her to do. Since then, they kind of relaunched. You can buy her products now from House Labs, so it's repackaged, relaunched, and I'm not sure if it's available on Amazon anymore. But these palettes, if I'm going to have a neutral palette, this is the kind of neutral palette I want. I have used it, as you can see. Good quality, good formula, good quality. So I'm going to keep that. And you know, next time I decide to do an eyeshadow declutter in like a few years time, that might be one that might get decluttered, but for now I'm keeping it. This is Seattle, London, so this is again during my green phase, so it's another little green palette. Again, would have got this from Ipsy Glam Bag. Let's have a look. It looks like it's a 9 shade palette maybe. Yep, like that. So it's nice. It's nice enough, but don't need it. So throw it that way. Okay, so we've got Pure again. Again, I've told you that I really like the Pure Cosmetics, and I just love their formulas. Again, Pure is, I'm not sure if that brand is still going either. I'm getting oilier and oilier and darker and darker because my oil's coming through. It's funny. So it's Pure Festival. This is confusing me. Oh, Festival 2, because I know I've got another Festival palette which I really like, so I'll come across that soon. Like, oh, got to be careful here. One of the shades is broken, but you can see this is quite bright. But yeah, throwing that one away. Oh, here we go. This is the second Festival. I don't know what's going on with the packaging. Looks like there's chewing gum or something on it. But let's have a look. Let's take this out. So this is the original Pure Festival, and I know I really enjoyed this palette. Let's open this up. Yep, and you can see I kind of used it heavily. Really nice, but I'm throwing it away as well. See, I feel happy throwing stuff like that away because I know I used it and I enjoyed it, but not going for it now. What's this one now? This is from LA Splash. You remember this brand? LA Splash? So when I first started sort of doing YouTube and getting into beauty, LA Splash, LA Color, LA Girl, those are sort of brands that were around then. Don't know if they still exist, but this is an eyeshadow palette from them. Okay, very similar to that sort of ditto one I showed earlier, the sort of colours. I can imagine this sort of coming out maybe autumn, Halloweeny, around that sort of time. That's what it's kind of giving me, but not keeping it. What we got here? This looks like a Juvia's Place. So this is Juvia's Place, The Berries by Juvia's. Her eyeshadow palettes are actually quite decent. Even though it's a very affordable brand, the formulations of her products are rather nice. This is interesting. If I was to go down that sort of berry route, and this is proper berries, I would use these. So I've clearly used it from time to time, but not that much. But I'm going to keep it because I know the formulas, her formula is good, colours are proper, they give proper colour, proper pigmentation, so I'm definitely keeping that. What's this one? This is from Shayna B. This is a brand we see a lot in Ipsy. Definitely an Ipsy brand. Ipsy Shayna B Miami eyeshadow palette. Let's have a look at this. So expecting bright colours again. Lots of pink. So is there going to be lots of pink in there? Not at all. Not at all. Look at the outside packaging and look at the interior. The two do not match. I'm throwing that away. Yeah, the packaging surprised me. The interior surprised me because it didn't match the packaging. Okay, Nip and Fab. Right, very much neutral eyeshadow palette. That's going. This is Cali Chic. I've got a feeling this one came in a UK box as well, and I am thinking this came, I could be wrong, but I think this came in one of the black owned beauty boxes again. So when they gave an eyeshadow palette, I'm not sure, I can't remember what the colours were. Let's have a look. Oh, the colours aren't too bad, it's very neutral. Okay for autumn, but not interesting me, so I will be throwing this one away as well. Tell you what, my rubbish bag is filling up nicely. This is good. I've got a big black bin bag here, so it's filling up nicely. This is from Viseart, so chances are I'm probably going to keep this because again I know the quality of this brand, and the shadows last a long time. They don't sort of dry out, and the colour stops paying off when you apply it. So again, it's another little one like this from Viseart. Let's have a look. I don't even remember it. Oh, it's cute. Cute. And have I even used it? Yeah, I have used it, because I was going to say if I haven't used it, I'll put it in a giveaway, but I have. I've used sort of these top shades there. I have used it. But I don't know if I want to keep it though. It's just, I know the colours are good. I know they're good quality. I'll keep it. I'll keep it for now, and then the next time I do a declutter, it might end up going just like that Howells Lab one. Right, here's another one of these weird ones. This is, oh, Viseart. This is like an original Viseart. I think this is the first Viseart palette I got. And it cost a fortune to buy this, so I know I'm not throwing this away. It's just stupid because I hardly reach for it. I can't tell you the last time I reached for it, to be honest. I thought that was my sister pulling up. Oh, this is so old. Oh, this is old and manky. This is a really old palette, but I'm telling you, to buy this palette, you're paying £60 odd for it. But I think I'm throwing it away. Can't believe I'm saying that. I can't read what it is, but it's this palette. Honestly, even if you saw this on eBay, you're paying at least £40 odd for it. It's not a cheap palette, but I'm throwing it away because it looks manky. Right, we've got a Juvia's Place one here. This is the, oh, Masquerade. This will be good. Okay, those are good colours. Those are good colours, but can't see me wearing them. They are good colours though. And I know the formula is going to be good, but I ain't wearing it. Throwing it away. Come on girl, be strict. Thorough Beauty. I remember getting this in an Ipsy. I'd say in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Then it was Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and I don't think I was that fond. There was two we got from this brand, and I know the other one I really didn't like. I'm not sure if I was fond of this one either. Yeah, this is all cool shades. Not my kind of thing. Not normally. Sort of jewel colours, so throwing that away. And you watch, my taste is going to change and I'm going to start wanting those kind of colours. Right, this one is from Ace Beauty. So this is a brand we get a lot from Ipsy. Decent brand, well-known, biggish brand, medium-sized brand, but well-known, proper established makeup brand. Nice colours. It matches the packaging actually. At least the colours kind of reflect the packaging. It's that kind of spring colour. Those are nice, those are nice. I haven't really worn it though. But I'm not saying I wouldn't wear it. There's some nice colours in here, and I like the depth of that. That's a good deep colour, and I like the greens down here. I kind of like this palette actually. It's attractive to me, so I'm keeping that. It's nice. I'm looking here, and my keeping pile is actually smaller than my throwaway. Okay, I've only got this shelf to do here, and this shelf is huge. So I think for now I'm going to do a part 2. I'm going to do a part 2 when I tackle that shelf there. So that will be coming up probably by this weekend, because I don't think I'm going to have time between now and Saturday. So this weekend I'll try and do that one for Sunday. Yep, so expect another video Sunday morning, and that'll be the final part of my decluttering of my eyeshadow palettes. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you agree with me that I did do a fairly decent job in getting rid of my eyeshadow palettes. I think I did, but you tell me, what do you think? Alright guys, take care, thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.